Everyone keeps talking about VCs, scaling, funding. The lesson that actually changed everything for me was nothing to do with money. It was a piece of advice my mentor gave me when I was broke, stressed, alone, building a real business. And he said, if you don't get this right, everything else you're doing is pointless. This video isn't for content creators or overnight success. It's for the ones in the trenches building something real. If that's you, stay with me. Make sure you watch this video all the way to the end, because at the end, I'll give you an advice you will never, ever forget. I was caught up in the noise, doing meeting, Slack messages, updating my LinkedIn, going through the rabbit hole of several YouTube videos, listening to gurus, people who have never created anything real. It felt like I was busy, but was I actually busy? My mentor saw this and he asked me, what would your day look like if you could only spend 2 hours of your business? That question then forced me to get brutal with my priorities. He literally made me strip it down to 3 main frameworks: revenue generating actions, people and systems that scales with you, decisions only you can make. Everything else was noise. Literally everything else was just me acting like I was being productive when I actually wasn't moving the needle. The moment I started focusing on them 3 things, my business started compounding. Forget all the other fluff and flowery copywriting that these entrepreneurs online teaches. He also reminded me, you scale a lot faster doing things that doesn't impress other founders. All these other stuff, like trying your best to be on Forbes 30 under 30, the PR runs, going on podcasts. I'm not saying these are bad, but when you're in the trenches trying to actually scale your business, you don't need to do all these. It's literally all for ego. At a certain stage of your journey, yes, it is important to do these stuff, but not at the very start. It told me to build a machine, not a personal brand. And when I actually took these steps into consideration, that's when my personal brand started growing. If you're building something real, you need people around you who have already done it before, or who are in similar position as you. Mentors are not optional. They're compulsory. They literally compress time. My mentor didn't give me tactics, he gave me a lens, and that lens became my leverage. If you're building something real, I really want to hear from you. Comment down below what stage you're at, what you're currently doing, what are your hurdles. Even comment down below if you've done something productive today. I want to be around serial entrepreneurs, not for clout, not for likes, but just so we can grow together and become the best versions of ourselves. Let me help you from wasting some time. Mentors don't respond to DMs. They respond to momentum. When you're building something that moves fast and solves an actual problem, mentors will find you. But you have to earn their attention, not by DMing them every 2 days with massive paragraphs on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. But it's about standing out and asking them questions that no one else asks them. Never, ever, ever, ever ask for mentorships. Ask for insight on a decision you're making. And once you make that decision, go back to them and ask for feedback. At first, I thought being a founder means I'm exceptional at doing everything, until my mentor flipped that. He said my job is to build a system that builds the business. Stop being an operator, start being an architect. Automate what you can, delegate what you can. So obviously, if you're at the start, you can't delegate, you're doing everything yourself. But when you have employees, delegation is key. But to delegate and to be successful in that, you need to hire. So hiring the right people is extremely key and extremely important as well. You don't just want to be working in business, you want to be able to create something that scales without you. And that's the mindset shift that unlocked actual freedom, not just revenue. If you go under the sink and fiddles with the pipe, you're a plumber. Most founders think they have hiring problem, lead gen problem, cash flow problem, but really they have focusing problem. He taught me how to zoom out and ask, what's that one domino I can knock every day that will affect my business? And that question became part of my daily planning, and over time the chaos started to disappear. He also drilled into me, your network becomes your net worth only when you give more than you can take. The biggest deals I've done didn't come from pitch decks. The biggest opportunity that was laid in front of me didn't come by DMing someone who was successful. They came from late night calls from founders who respect me because they know I'm in the trenches. If you're playing a long game, which I assume you are, relationships are your edge. And the best way to build those relationships, build something real, execute consistently, be valuable before you're visible. Finally, he said something that I will never forget. You will win when you stop looking for the fast lane and build the road instead. This world is obsessed with hacks, fast money, quick money, overnight success, 90 days process, 5 steps, growth loops, funnels. But the truth is, real entrepreneurs don't chase algorithm. They build systems that compound. I stopped trying to get fast money, be an overnight success, and started trying to become undeniable. If anything I said hits, it's because you're building a real business. You're building a version of yourself who can carry the weight of success. But that's who this channel is for. So if you're a type of founder who's not looking for shortcuts, who's not looking for fast growth hack, but looking for clarity, leverage, longevity, and a high-level community, this is where you need to be. Come on where you're at now, not for clout, but so the right people can find you. Because the next mentor, the next co-founder, the next investor could be in the comments. Let's keep building. I have another video that YouTube has suggested. Make sure you watch that video to improve yourself and to become the best version of yourself.